Wild returns to the legendary barn in Sanford, Florida. It's all about big, badass trucks, hot chicks all over the place, ice cold beer, and thousands of your closest friends. Doors will open at 5 o'clock. The pools will kick off around 6. This party is for everybody 18 and up, and it's all being brought to you by 4 Wheel Parts Orlando. If you've never been to a Trucks Gone Wild show at the barn, now is the time. And Saturday, September 18th is the night. For all the information you need, check out the barn in Sanford or Trucks Gone Wild on social media right now. We'll see you Saturday night, September 18th at the barn.
All right, it is the Wednesday night edition. Can you believe it? August 25th. We're almost, what are we, a week and a half away from Labor Day weekend?
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. It is TGW Live. Like I said, it is the August 25th Wednesday night edition. And I have my great friends Matt Steele and Christian Ledford in the house tonight. And got lots of people already tuning in. Mountain Dew Man, he was the first one tuning in from YouTube tonight. So thank you very much for doing that. Griffin Klein, always in the house. Ian Wenzel, how about that? Log Life in the house. Billy Joe, Quentin, my man, is in the house. And Dave Renfro, the voice, the man, the myth, the legend is in the house. Welcome to the show, Dave. About time for you to get back on here with us on a Wednesday night edition. So we need to get together here real soon and do that. But again, thanks to Michael Howard, Mason Scott, David Lovewell's in the house, my buddy Dwayne Schubert's in the house, Philo, Sheila, and Dave. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Matt Steele, did you have a great weekend? Have you had a good week? What's the deal? What's going on in the Matt Steele household?
Everything is wonderful, dude. Had a great weekend. And, my birthday was Monday. I want to thank everybody who put something up. A lot of people, it's fun to look at that. And they're like, oh, hey, man, happy birthday. And they'll put up like a picture, that we took. And some people took them a long, long time ago. And some people took them more recently. And then there's Pablo, who basically drew a big joint in my mouth and a huge, downstairs. Yeah. I'll take it. It's all good. So thanks to everybody who reached out. Very cool. I had a great time. Had a nice dinner with the neighbors on one night and with the friends and the kids and all that. Another night. It was great.
Damn. Well, you're one of those. Sounds like you celebrate your birthday a week long.
I never have. I've always heard that birthday week because I don't really care, dude. Look, it's for me. Life at this point, it's all about just being around people who are positive and that I like. And then the more I can be around the kids, the better. And so
absolutely.
Birthday or non-birthday, hey, we want to call it a birthday party, call it whatever you want. If the kids are coming over, you call it whatever. So
yeah. And you finally turned 35, right?
No, 34.
34. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was off a year. I was close.
It's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah, I knew I was close.
Yep.
Well, Ledford, how about you, brother? You've been up in West Virginia, man, hanging out with the Mountaineers for a while. So, but maybe you're headed back to Florida real soon. You doing okay?
Yep, things are good. Heading back tomorrow early. I have a thing this weekend in Innisbrook. I think Innisbrook is in Palm Harbor, if I'm not mistaken.
It's right over there next to Tarpon Springs, isn't it?
Is it? You know more about it than I do. I just know it's 13-hour drive from where I'm at now. That's all I know.
Well, I went to a Sea-Doo convention there. One of my buddies that hung out with a lot, he was a little older than us, but he and his wife and myself and my wife were all great friends, but he was a Sea-Doo dealer. Man, they'd carry us to conventions all over the place. We went to the Bahamas, went to that Innisbrook resort. We went to Reno, Nevada one time. I'm telling you, man, we went on some cool trips on the Sea-Doo convention. Always got to see the new stuff.
Did your weekend start by throwing your keys into a punch bowl?
Me?
Yeah.
Where in the hell did that come from? That's not left field.
I don't know. You and your wife and another guy and his wife and Sea-Doo and all this. I don't know.
Did
Oh, I know what you're saying now. You're supposed to say hotel keys.
Did upside down pineapples ever make an appearance at all?
Oh, that's funny. You got me on that one. Yep.
Ask.
We did no exchanging of hotel room keys, my friends. So anyway,
together, Chris.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks again for everybody tuning in again. Let's go ahead and get the show kicked off, man. We got to thank, of course, Jared and the entire team over at Big Shocks, man. These guys, they're adding on. I think they're doubling the size of their production facility up there in Mecosta, Michigan. And, man, they are really putting out the parts right now, working hard. So if you're going to be making any upgrades to your rig anytime soon, be sure to check out Big Shocks and BigShocks.com, man. Parts are on the shelf, made right there in the USA in Mecosta, Michigan, and these guys will be glad to hook you up. Also, they are known for being number one in customer service.
Not number two.
Not number two.
One.
No. And, of course, if you're going to be making any safety upgrades, man, our safety partner has been RaceQuip for the last almost couple of years now. Great people over there at RaceQuip with great products, priced right. So if you're going to be upgrading any of your safety gear for your rig, man, please go check it out. RaceQuip.com for all your safety equipment needs.
Mason Noble says, "Oh, Lord, not the upside-down pineapples." That's funny.
Daniel Thompson's in the house. Slager Truck, great friend out of Alabama. Glad to have you on board with us tonight, my friend. And Mason Mountaineer Off-Road is on the house with us tonight, man. How about that? So, listen, Matt, kick it off. I know we got some events to talk about, kind of get things stirred up. And we got a lot coming up starting very, very soon. We got back-to-back events, seems like, and some cool stuff coming up.
All the events are listed at the website, trucksgonewild.com. That's where all the upcoming stuff is, of course. There's probably event pages already built and created, too, that Worcester and Chris have managed to put up on the social media. If you have not seen any of those, the next one coming up, the next one for us is September 18th, Saturday night at the Barn in Sanford, Florida. And if you've never been to that one, man, it's all tug of war all night, starts around 6, goes to, 10 or so, whatever. And I'm excited about it. I love those events. They're probably some of my favorite just because I feel like I'm in the middle of the cage, dude. And I was talking to some of my neighbors about this. I'm like, that's my happy place. If the jokes go good, you know it. Jokes bomb, you know that too. It's like the truth detector on everything. So great action, fun people, and all that's all going down Saturday night, September 18th. And the main question that we get about that is, when are we going to release the VIP parking? Dude, I've been getting emails about that. And I would just say, we touched on this last week. And I don't know, Chris, if we want to say that. I don't know if
it's sometime between right now and the end of the show next week.
Oh, really? You're going to go ahead and nail it down then. Okay, nice.
Worcester, I could explode anytime.
Wow.
Much like my personal life. Well, my personal life's a lot sooner. This is probably going to end up being a little later. But whatever. Don't get caught up in the details.
Yeah.
So,
all I heard from Chris there is, don't judge him on the first round.
Here's the deal. Like at my age, you only get one round. So, look, here's the deal.
Oh.
You're old enough and equipped enough to take care of your own business. I don't have time to worry about people's problems. You know what I mean? It's like, I've got a package to deliver. It's getting delivered. And most of the time, it's FedEx. It's Express. So just whatever. Go with it.
Don't even bother with tracking because it'll be there before you know it.
Right, yeah. Deliver your own mail if you're worried about it.
You almost get the package delivery before you order the package is what you're saying.
I was Prime before Prime was Prime, if you know what I mean.
And to think Worcester wanted to get out of doing this show tonight. So, anyway, dude, so we talk about that. And then after that, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the Bricks Off-Road Park the first weekend of October. Been talking to Chase and Scott Brickle. Talked to both of them actually today, and been touching base with Chase on some things and some ideas and some stuff going on. Should be a beautiful time of year at Bricks. A little bit less hot. The weather should be. I mean, I can't check the weather forecast now, and they're all wrong anyway. But I think it's going to be a beautiful weekend at Bricks, first weekend of October. More details about that to come up here very soon. And then the following weekend from that, Worcester, is the Extravaganza, right? Is that the Extravaganza the following weekend?
the Truck Festival.
Yes. There you go. The East Coast Truck, Jeep, and Off-Road Festival with something going on for everybody. So we talked about that a couple weeks ago too. Like literally, like so, the barn, that's tug of wars, right? And then some events are a mud race. So this thing has got freaking everything. So you guys can talk a little bit more on that, but I'm looking forward to this one because it's different than anything we've done before.
You guys might get front row treatment at that because I might be in West Virginia when that event is happening and drive down and pick y'all up VIP at the airport.
Oh,
where we head that way. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's a possibility. Checking the schedule.
Man,
wow.
Yeah.
How about that? That's pretty cool, dude.
It's VIP stuff.
I mean, you thinking like helicopter VIP?
No.
I'm
thinking.
Why get our hopes up like that?
I'm thinking a Range Rover with about 55,000 miles on it.
Perfect. Even better.
Wait, that's still pretty good. I mean, it's not quite a, what I was thinking as far as a helicopter type deal, but
it's supercharged.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Wister. Don't look a gift Rover in the mouth. Yeah.
Listen, for all the information on the East Coast Truck Festival, it's really catching a lot of momentum right now. Just check out the website. I just posted it up on both feeds. So if you want to know anything about what's going on, what the events are going to be happening, and everything like that, just click on that link. Also, the tickets, they're on sale now. You can buy your tickets in advance. So check all that stuff out. Share it with a friend. We always appreciate it.
So Good Evening Ranch Off-Road Park there in West Virginia somewhere. He said he'd love to see us there. He asked, where am I at in West Virginia? I am in Lewisburg, West Virginia currently, which is in Greenbrier County. He was asking. So, yeah, it's about an hour from Beckley, east. There you go. Boom.
Cool.
I didn't recognize any of those towns.
Love it. Beautiful part of the country.
All right.
Yes.
So, Chris, go ahead and explain what goes on with the VIP. A lot of people have been asking that, like Matt said, and I said.
May I first? You pay for a 1-hour massage at the front counter, and then basically all the rest of the negotiating takes place in the room, and you've got to do that. Wait,
you don't
different VIP?
You don't tell the lady at the front counter you want to get hammer-handed. You don't do that.
I say
you pay your normal fee, and then at the end, during the thing, she goes, "Do you want the table shower?" And the answer is,
always take the table shower.
Always take the table shower.
Always, because I didn't for a while.
Yeah,
I did.
Now getting back to the VIP parking spots for the barn event coming up September the 18th. I know how you guys get sidetracked sometimes, but a lot of inquiries about getting a VIP parking spot for the upcoming Truck Tug of War event at the barn in Sanford, Florida, September the 18th. Now, Chris, explain the process there, and then you've kind of already given an idea on when they're going to go on sale, but let everybody know how they can buy one.
So here's the process. We sell, I believe we're giving one away. I think is Michael Howard.
Michael Howard is on here. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's giving one away, and I think we're going to have another. What is it? 9, 10? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Right around.
So we're selling those on tgwstore.com or go to truckscomeball.com. Hit store. Go over there. They're gonna be put up, and there's a limited amount, and you click on that, you purchase that, your name goes on a list. Matt has the list, and you get to park your truck. I would bring a truck. I wouldn't bring a car because that would be stupid. Bring a truck, and you get to park ringside. You can actually taste the tires where you're at. You get your own elevated party spot. It's the best. It's 10 or 11 of the best seats in the house because you're elevated above the crowd. You're in the back of your truck. You can hang out with all your friends, or you invite more and new friends to come hang out with you. And those will be going on sale between right now and the end of the show next week. And I can tell you, I don't have my laptop in front of me right now, so it's probably going to be next week.
So it's not going to be tonight, allegedly.
So what you're saying is that September 1st? It's next Wednesday, September 1st or September 2nd?
Yep. September 1st. So be the first to get your VIP
on the 1st.
But the thing is, I'll have my laptop with me, and we'll give a countdown, and I'll punch it live, and it'll go live, and they go fast. So if you want one, get in line and get it.
And Michael Howard, your deal's good. Yep, Worcester will get with you if he hasn't already. That's already set. We already.
Yeah, all that's already been taken care of. Yeah, your name's in the hat. He's going to be giving away a VIP parking spot with 2 passes to the event. So it's actually a nice package deal, and compliments of Michael Howard and his business. And he's based right there in Florida, and we certainly appreciate that. We'll definitely give him some more spots on that when we give that away. But and we'll do a special giveaway for that particular prize. We'll give away more tickets too, but one of those will be a package deal, compliments of Michael Howard.
I have heard from several groups of people, because what's fun is like when groups will come to the barn, and when I say a group, I'm talking a group of 25, 30 people, and they all come together, man, and they get a parking spot, and they just have a blast. And one of the groups that was there last time, I'm not gonna reveal it tonight, but I'm gonna say they were there. They had vehicles pulling. They were partying in the corner. They were fun for me to bounce stuff back and forth off of. I was contacted by them, and they said that they are coming back again. So
nice.
Looking forward to that. And if you live in some state where you're not too happy with the way things are going, as always, what we talk about, it's a cheap flight on Allegiant into Sanford International Airport down there. Cheap flights in and out, hotels nearby. You just come down for the weekend and do it. And that is so very common. A lot of times we hear from people that are doing that. They're like, hey, we're coming down from Michigan. There's 4 of us. Or we're coming down from New England. There's 3 of us or whatever. But every event we've done so far at the barn, there's been a handful of people that I didn't know were coming from somewhere in other parts of the country. There was a dude and his buddy from it was Washington or Oregon last time, because they're trying to get some stuff going out west. And they're like, dude, we've been watching this for years. They're like, we can fly in, check it out. There were some guys from Texas there last time. All kinds of stuff. Pretty cool.
The Sanford Airport is so close to the club, because people go, well, how close is it? Is it like flying into Orlando? No. The airport is so close, we can't fly the drone at the barn because it shuts it down, because we're so close to the airport. It's literally, an Uber might cost $6 from the airport. It's right there. And look, if you book your flight on Allegiant from some of these random airports around in advance, your ticket might be $59 or $79. I mean, it's way cheaper than gas would ever be. And you're there in a little bit and hanging out, and there's always like a Friday in, Sunday out type deal, you know what I mean, or some kind of in and out type flight. So no matter where you are, it's a good time. Get on a flight, come check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. So I hope a lot of you guys will take part in that, and don't be on the lookout for the VIP next week, and be on the lookout for the ticket giveaways for that event. Like I said, we will be texting in to win several tickets. We'll be giving away. How many are we going to give away there, Matt? 12, 14, something like that?
What? Tickets to the event?
Yeah.
Probably 4.
I always shoot high, guys. I always shoot high. So you can't blame me for that. But all right, hey, we'll try to get him up to 6 or 8. I'll keep working on him. So don't worry about that.
I want to say hey to Andrew Hastings, our buddy from up in Canada, over on the eastern side of Canada, that New Brunswick area, and he just posted their borders got pushed off till September 21st. So now I don't know how the border thing is with Canada, and that would be requiring a full vaccination or a negative test or both.
Both.
Oh, really? For both for Canada. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yep. Canada's not messing around, and they might even require some kind of what do you call that? Isolation when they get back. Maybe even also
some kind of quarantine.
Yeah, some kind of quarantine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, let's. I've got an interactive question
All right.
And lots of you guys are on here tonight, so everybody be sure to chime in on this one. It's an easy one. But with all the new builds that I've been seeing come out here lately, I mean, a lot of new trucks, lots of new trucks, and some very cool ones that I've seen here recently. I want to know right now, what is your favorite mega truck? I mean, when I say mega truck, any big V-tread truck, or it could be something else, but I want you to name the name of the truck and the owner of the truck. What's your very favorite truck right now? Today's world, what is it? Not necessarily the one that you would rather have. If you had $1 million, you could buy a new truck, but the one that you just think is the coolest shizzle right now. Type it in at the bottom of the screen.
You're talking a current truck?
Yeah, any truck out there right now that's active. That's been to an event within the last year, or is about to go to an event. It could be one that's just finished and is getting ready to go to its first event. All right, guys, they're coming in. I see Jay Gurney has put in one that I have seen a lot. The new Reckless truck built by Dusty Romaker. Amazing build. And I heard it did great things last weekend up in Michigan at that event they had for the Mud Jam. That is a very good choice. That thing is sexy looking, man. Dusty can drive the wheels off of it. He is probably, about as good a fabricator as anybody else in the country right now, especially on those style trucks. So kudos to him. And that's a good guess. Here's one from Punky. That K. Haas, Robert Haas truck. That is a beautiful build. Bobby Brown out of Florida built that truck. A lot of us follow him on Instagram and Facebook, so we got to see the pictures, throughout the entire process, and it was an absolute dream build. Beautiful truck, and you guys got to see that at the barn last time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got to see it in person. I have not been able to see that in person, but I remember you guys gave it glowing reviews.
Yeah, super nice.
Yep. Griffin Klein comes in with the Black Sheep. Jay Lovewell and Nate Lovewell on that truck. Yep, another great pick. And he did awesome at Barnyard last time.
He did outstanding, dude. Outstanding.
Yep. Probably one of his best runs ever, right? Isn't that what you guys said?
I would imagine so. I mean, we just seen that thing evolve quickly, I would say, too.
Yep. Mountain Dew Man comes in with a crowd favorite. Animalistic, 100%. That is definitely anybody that loves to see the Go Fast trucks. That's definitely one of the top builds. Of course, Chris Lieback Jr. out of Fort Myers, Florida, built that truck himself. He does all the work, all the maintenance does everything about it. So it's a very cool build. And yes, he has won a ton of races in that truck. So that's another good choice.
Wild Child, Jake Burton is what Meadows just posted there. Had a lot of fun last year watching Wild Child and Jake at a lot of different events, and I still say it. Some of you probably know what I'm going to talk about. He's got arguably one of my favorite driver profiles that we ever did. I just absolutely love it. I love the way he ends it, and just some guys are more comfortable talking than others, and it was like, I think that was the first time we ever did like a basic. I don't even, did we even do an interview with him before? I know we did show. I mean, yeah, we did, because we interviewed him up at the Proving Grounds a little bit, and I know we talked to him at the Barnyard. Everything runs together, but I mean, it was just like, it's like, dude, you ready to do this? He's like, yeah. And it was just a conversation, and it was so easy and so natural, and everything you could tell his passion from it. I mean, it came through. It was clear and obvious. So if anybody ever says, hey man, I don't know what these driver profile, let me check one out just to see what you're talking about. Look at the Jake Burton one, and then you'll end up watching all the rest of them too.
Yeah, he is a great guy too.
We've been doing driver profiles for what, Chris? I don't know how many.
A long
8 or 9 years.
We have so many, man.
But remember,
and actually, just real quick, on YouTube we have a playlist of driver profiles. So if you're interested in the driver profiles, you can go to YouTube, click on the playlist, and it'll play every last one of them. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that is pretty cool how y'all arranged it to do that. But you remember, like, I mean, and this is not a knock on any dude, because I'm not going to mention any names, but this is exactly how it was when we started. I mean, now, dude, it's like every dude's comfortable talking now. It's like they're just ready for interviews, and then they're pissed off when they don't get them. Back in the day, it was like this is my truck. I like it. I built it. It's like, okay, loosen up a little bit, and it's amazing. We always talk about how the events have grown and how the trucks have evolved. I'm telling you, the people's comfort level with a camera in their face has evolved just as much as anything. It's been fun to be a part of. For sure.
Well, getting back to the crowd, William McCarn, man, he goes with Jeepers Creepers. You guys got to see him really lay down some great passes at Twitty's Mud Bog at the Trucks Gone Wild event last November. Clay Meadows is the owner out of North Carolina. That is a fun truck to watch, too, and he has come a long way with that truck as well. So another good one. And how about this one? We've all been watching this one being built. Mm-hmm. Jody David's new truck. Yep. And I forgot what he's calling it. Something Frog, but it's something added to it because he's going to have 2 Bad Frog trucks.
Cool.
And I can't wait to see this truck in person. There's a good chance we might get to see him at the event in Rockingham.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope he's going to be doing that.
Hey, Wister, look at that response from Denver. I like this. Yeah, so we can do that tonight, or if you want to pocket that one.
We need to pocket that one because that's actually a really good question.
Yeah,
that is.
Denver, thanks. That is real good. We'll give you total credit, Denver. You came up with that one, but we're going to steal that and we're going to use it next week so that everybody forgets that you came up with it and it looks like all right.
Yeah. Here's we're going to hill and hole your question.
Yeah. Love it.
All right, let's see what else we got. Tommy Shingleton with the Nervous Wreck truck. How about that one?
Like it?
Yep.
I like everything. It's just funny to me, like you mentioned, all the new builds going out, and there's a ton of them. But then it's funny, like there's certain guys. Look, people come and go in the scene, right? And then whenever they're getting out of the scene, it's always the same. It's always, nobody's building any more trucks anymore, and the scene's gonna die, and it's scene's fading off, so I'm getting out of it. It's like, okay, well, there's about 85 badass trucks being built right now that we can name off the top of our head. And the event attendance is pretty much as big, if not bigger than ever. So all good, brother. That it was fun while it lasted. No hard feelings. Come back when you're ready. We'll be here. Yep. That's how I kind of think about it.
They need to start making these events wheelchair accessible because we're going to be in these bitches in about 3 years.
Hey, Clay Meadows tunes in and says he'll have Jeepers Creepers there in Rockingham.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Good deal.
Yep. Good.
Well, glad it does sound like there's a lot of interest in that. I think that I mean, what's you're more tuned into that, dealing with the day-to-day of that than we are. What's your feeling on that?
The mega truck race is just going to be awesome. I'm not even concerned one bit. It's going to be the championship weekend there. So we're going to be crowning both the 1-ton series champ and the unlimited mega champ. But there are going to be a lot of trucks come down from the north that normally can't make it all the way down to Florida. Yeah. So we're going to see several of those guys like Bad Frog and some others make the trip down to Rockingham to come race with the other guys. And who knows, we may get a couple of 2 or 3 guys from Texas to come. But the racing is going to be off the chain. But the cool thing about it is the truck show element. Plan B, Rob, is going to be helping us organize and do the setups and everything on the truck show part. Mm-hmm. And the truck show part is actually, I think, going to be really good too. I would not be surprised if we have anywhere from 100 to 150 really nice show trucks there. One that's already told us that he's coming is the DMX truck.
Right.
He's coming down from, I believe he actually lives in New Jersey, right?
I think that's what he told us.
Yeah, pretty sure he told us. But he's going to be bringing the DMX truck, and there's going to be a lot of trucks like that are going to be coming in for the weekend to do the truck show element of it. So I think that part of it, the party, we got a really nice party area, which is right there on Pit Road. I went up there for a meeting last weekend, kind of organizational meeting, but where we have the party zone and everything, I think it's going to be a very cool place. Rockingham, the Speedway, they can sell beer and stuff. So I don't know if they've got their final liquor license yet, but they definitely can sell beer and wine. So anybody that doesn't want to go back to their toter or whatever, to get a beer, they can pick up one there. Still going to allow coolers in and everything, but it's going to be something unique, I believe, something we hadn't done, but it's going to be something for us to build on. So we got to get through this first one, and then hopefully year 2, year 3, it gets bigger and better. So anyway,
well, what I like about it is you've got the elements of a standard Trucks Gone Wild event with the racing, the tug of wars, right? All that stuff. But then you've got, there's a lot of other big events around the country, and the only one that comes to my name is like the Daytona Truck Meet, and the only one I know that is just because we're buddies and everything with Jordan. We've known Jordan forever, who owns that show, and it's pretty cool because there might be people that attend shows that are like that don't really get the exposure to the mud thing, and they might say, well, I don't really give a damn about it, but then they might check it out and go, you know what, I actually kind of like it. And that's pretty badass. And basically, you're going to have all these little badass factions. So hopefully, they all get along. I'm sure there's going to be some drama, but whatever. That's part of the fun too. But I think it's really going to be cool, and I'm looking forward to the other stuff, the big rigs, the fast truck stuff, just the stuff that we're not used to.
Yep. So, that's going to be pretty neat. Yeah, to watch the big 18-wheeler trucks cruise around the Speedway, and then of course truck racing. On Sunday, that's going to be cool. The mega trucks are going to be racing on Saturday. That's going to be cool. We're going to have some, we got a big burnout area right there at the start finish line. It's going to be all roped off and everything for everybody to go out there and do the big burnout competitions and stuff and whatever they want to do it in. And so it's going to be a unique show. It's going to be a learning curve. I'm not going to tell anybody that it's going to be, absolutely perfect, but between all of us, we put our heads together. I think it's going to be a great event. I think
we know now that if it's got the Trucks Gone Wild name attached to it, it's not going to be perfect. but it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, yeah.
Damn right. Hey, some of the most fun stuff that we've ever done in the history of this company was stuff that we did wrong and we kind of screwed up, but everybody's cool with it, And typically with our crowd that's at the events, like they can tell. They're like, "Hey, is that supposed to be going on?" I'm like, "Hell no, that's not supposed to be going on." But I don't know. They're like, "Well, dude, there's 30 of us. We can help you out. What do you need?" That's the beauty of it.
Well, let me tell you what this has given me the opportunity to do. I have gotten to take my first laps around a Speedway.
Oh.
I had to do it in the Toyota Avalon, but I did get her up to about 90 miles an hour cruising around the Speedway on Saturday. So nice.
How's the surface of the track?
It's kind of bumpy, but I got some interesting news to tell you because, they haven't done anything to that track in many, many years. But, it's got new owners. The new owners purchased it about 2 years ago. Then COVID hit. All that delayed, put everything off, pretty much a year. They're getting back going again now. But let me tell you what happened. The state of North Carolina, through some kind of grants through the federal government, they got $30 million, and they're giving $10 million to the Speedway to make improvements. They're giving $10 million to Charlotte Motor Speedway to make improvements. And they're giving $10 million, I think, to North Wilkesboro to help it revive. But there's 3 tracks that are getting $10 million each to make big improvements. So they'll probably repave that whole Speedway here very soon.
I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but me and Matt have a consulting firm about racetracks where we will come in and talk about all the improvements that should be made. We talk about, how to incorporate other types of motorsports, mud events, truck events, all this other type of stuff. So, and we will be well under that $10 million mark to get them started on that.
To make a few things happen,
if you want to go ahead and arrange that, we can make that happen.
It's because we're givers.
Givers, that's right.
Look, we care about the sport. It's all about the sport.
That's right.
That was the thing back. That was the thing back in the day. You remember that bullshit?
Oh, dude,
do it for the sport. You don't care about the sport, for the love of the sport, for the sport.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, here with that bullshit.
Yeah, but and we got accused of everything, and then other people would say something that we said, and they were heralded. It's like, wait a minute. We said the same thing 3 years ago and we were assholes. How does that work?
Yeah.
All right. I got a question from Michael Sutner from his YouTube account. Michael, he's asking, can I take my K5 in the mud at the Speedway? There's only going to be a mud racetrack there. It's not going to be an open pit or anything, but we're taking about 1/4 of the infield area and we're making a badass mega truck track. That's going to have left, right turns, jumps, all that kind of stuff. So there's not going to be like a big mud pit for people to play in and anything like that. So I hope that answers your question. It's really to do the championship weekend, the racing weekend, that kind of stuff there. It's not an open play area or anything like that. So it's all organized events, if that makes sense, from the truck show to the mega truck racing to the, the truck racing on the Speedway on Sunday, that kind of stuff.
From the windows to the walls?
To the walls?
Yeah. All right. Anybody else got any questions about September the 18th at the barn, October the 1st at Bricks, or October the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, that weekend for Rockingham? If any of you guys have any kind of questions, right now would be the way to do it. If not, we're going to call it a night early.
Well,
and don't forget Bamboo. It's coming right after that too.
Yeah, back to back.
Point my zip tie at you, is
that what that is?
You know about Bamboo, because I did see a reference. I think it might have been Tommy Rush talking about who's floating. Tommy and Crystal talking about who's floating across the lake, because back there towards the back side of the property, off to the right, there's a house way back there. There's a lake where everybody swims and hangs out and all that. And we're going to try to just fill that lake up with floating vehicles. And that's going to be, it's not anything, fast paced or anything. It's just going to be cool. I want to see more. My goal there is to see more vehicles floating than we've ever seen in one place. I just think that'd be badass. So hopefully a lot of you guys are planning on doing it.
I have an idea. Remind me when we get off of this and we're talking backstage.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
All right.
Chris, Mountain Dew Man's asking if Animalistic is going to be up there at any of these. Animalistic's most likely going to be in Rockingham, right?
Yes, he will definitely be in Rockingham, bar some crazy thing happening. Yes, because he will be running. He is running. He's all in the mix for the championship.
Yeah,
in the unlimited series there. So yes, you definitely see him there. No, he wouldn't be at Bricks and the other event. He normally doesn't come to the barn, right?
No.
Yeah. So, but yes, he will be at that event in Rockingham Speedway. No doubt about it. I just didn't
want to speak out. I'm not going to ever say what Chris's schedule is,
Yeah.
Wrong. But back to Bamboo. A lot of people have been talking about that from all around the country, because they're like, hey, they either hadn't been there yet or that it's been a while. Bamboo is just an absolute blast with more mud to play in than any other park in the country, hands down. So there is mud everywhere back there. And if you doubt me, just keep going back to the back of the property. I know people that have been there for 4 events in a row, and I'm like, did you go to the back yet? They're like, oh, no, dude, we had camp and the main mud hole. I'm like, you're on about the first 30% of the property. I was like, check out the rest of it back there. Go check it out a little bit. So, people are doing that, because, Chris, when we were driving around last time we were there were people all over in the back playing around. It was cool to see.
It goes so far back there, and some of those mud holes have kind of developed over the course of the last 3 or 4 years. They've become attractions back there. There's just so much mud. If you want to get stuck AF, you can. If you want to skim, you can. If you want to go onto a mud hole that floats to another place, you can. You see some of the biggest and the baddest stuck to the roof out there, and then you also see guys just ripping it up and jumping berms and because there's all these different levels. You know what I mean? From the air to underground, you got it all out there. It's great.
We just got an awesome message from Robert Haas. He's Chris's dad, and said, that's the one that built the Haas mega truck and everything. But he just had heart surgery. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're feeling a lot better. I hope you're on the mend. And but he said that he told Chris he was planning on coming to the barn. They might not bring all the elements of the truck or whatever, but they were going to try to do whatever they could to try to make it to the barn event. So thank you so much for tuning in about that, and we wish you nothing but a speedy recovery.
Awesome. Love it. Sure. And it's a lot less work to come without all those weights. So I don't blame you.
Right.
Hey, man, this question is for you, Ryan Brown. He said, did Chris fix his truck from the last show? So Dirty Mutter Truckers, you might want to give a little backstory on that. Chris Liebeck, I guess that's who he's talking about.
That was 48 years ago. Yes.
Yeah. That legit was that was probably 2 years ago almost.
Almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years.
Man, that's crazy. And the amount of time. Yeah, and just the amount of time that went down between the final tapings and then the airings. I mean, the show wasn't even on for however many months, and then they brought it back, and then we haven't heard anything. So, but as we always say, if it doesn't come back on, it was an exciting and fun thing to do and to be a part of. And personally, I'm thankful for that. But that's kind of how I look at things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been doing this so long in so many events and so many different things, and been approached to do so many TV shows and all that stuff. Not bragging. It's just you get to a point where it's like, if something goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're gonna move on and keep doing what we're doing and doing the thing. And it's a life experience. We can check that one off the box. You know what I mean? We brought mega trucks to the biggest network in the world. That's awesome.
Hey, shout out to Brandy Durham from Central Florida. Glad to have you in the house tonight, Brandy.
Yep.
And his profile picture is from a screen grab of when he was on Dirty Motor Truckers.
Yep. Sure enough.
So.
Cool.
All right. I got shit to do.
All right. Listen, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll try to be back here next Wednesday night with the VIP tickets. Those will be going on sale. That's the VIP parking pass tickets now. Only the parking pass. That's all it includes. It doesn't include admission or anything like that. But those are most likely, if Ledford doesn't make a mistake when he hits the right button or the wrong button, they will be on sale next week during the live show. $100 a piece, and they're limited to like 10.
And Eddie Gomez, I think the question you are asking was just answered by Wister. I hope so.
Yeah.
Randall,
just tune in at 9 o'clock. Just tune in at 9 o'clock next Wednesday night and be ready. And that'll give you all the information you need about VIP parking passes or getting tickets or about the event, everything like that. We'll go into more detail next week, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks everybody again for tuning in. Hey, if we can get those 7 or 8 shares right now, we certainly would appreciate it, man. Down at the bottom of the screen, hit that share button, share it to your timelines for us, the show tonight. And a lot of people like to watch after the fact. So it really helps them out when they got an easy link to go to. So anyway, thank you, Matt Steele. Thank you, Christian Ledford. And thanks to all you guys for tuning in tonight. Another TGW Live in the books. And we will probably see everybody next week.